Okay, we've got a couple of little problems that have got to be sorted out before we move any further on. If you can see there on the bottom tone bar, I didn't trim it short enough and it's caught in the edge of the kerfing, and what that's meant, and turn this round, where the top goes to the sides there's a gap, so it's not glued, so I need to kind of fix that somehow. The other problem is I cut one of the pockets. Get it there. Don't you see the pocket there where the pocket where the brace comes through? Getting an angle where it lights. I cut the pockets too deep. I've reinforced the kerfing on the inside. I need to fill the hole that's there because the binding, when it goes in, won't actually cover that. So I've got to find a way to tidy that up. I should be able to possibly scarf in a patch into the side body. I don't know. I'll see how that works, but I think I'll wait till possibly I've trimmed the excess off the side before I work on that. But the other thing, where the tone bar's caught in the kerfing on the inside, we need to fix that before we move on. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to try and trim down the tone bar and remove that wood that's stuck under there. I'm just chiseling it carefully. I'm not sure you can see desperately well there. Let's try moving you, if you can see better that way. But all I'm doing is removing very small amounts, bit by bit, to try and make a bit of space there that I can hopefully get some glue in and put some pressure back on, and I've also got the tail block that's kind of getting in the way a bit. Cracking the top away. Getting there. Right, I need a bit of paper, sandpaper now to tidy it up a bit. Okay, I don't know if you can see under there now, but if I put pressure on there, it closes up, which it wasn't doing. So what I'll do now is rejig everything and try and get it into the go bar deck, and we'll try and get some glue in there and put some pressure back on it, and then that will kind of solve that little problem. I've got this back on the go bar rig now. I've managed to get some glue in by, like I said, pouring it into the crack and then using a scalpel to tease the glue down into the slot, and it came through to the other side. I had to do quite a bit of clean up on it, but hopefully this should solve the problem. So we're going to clamp this nice and hard on here. The first attempt There's quite a lot of glue being forced out now, so it looks like it's closed the gap quite nicely. So I think we'll leave that to set overnight and come back. Okay, we're taking this out of the go bar deck and having a look if it's okay today. I don't know if you can see down here now, you can see the glue's squeezed out, and that's all nicely closed up. So that's, I'm going to have to do a lot of cleaning up on that glue now before we put the back on, or else it'll be there forever. So I'll work on that now. Okay, now we're going to try and fit the back to it. Similar process to fitting the front. We've got no tone bar this time, but all the slots have to go through, so we want to locate it all and then mark it out. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, I'll put this up on its end. You can see there the braces come through the side, and I just need to mark the side where they come through to cut them. So it's not going to come out very well on camera, this. There are pairs of lines where they all come through, so I'll take a straight edge now and carry those lines across to the far side so that we can cut on them. So. And this time I must be very careful at the depth and not cause myself more problems. Okay. Needs to be a bit wider. Pencil and look to it. That needs to be deeper. That's not bad now. Trying to show you on the camera. You can see down there, but they're springing a bit, but basically it's to get that flat there inside. So I think that's ready for gluing. Okay, we've got the 28-foot radius dish on now, which fits the front so that it can go on there and it won't rock. Okay, and then we're going to glue up the edge. Now, one thing I'll point out is I've still got the clamps in here, but because of a warning from another luthier and fitting them in, I can actually untie these through the sound hole and pull them through the sound hole afterwards, I hope. So we'll see, but this, after this is done, we'll be able to take it out of the body clamp. Too much. What I don't want is too much glue getting on the inside here. Because I just can't clean it up anymore. Don't mind any glue squeezing out the outwards, but I don't really want it squeezing out inwards. Too much there. Okay. Now, like I did before, I'm going to use the template to put down on top. I'll get both of these through. There we go. Okay. So the advantage of the template is two things. One, it protects the top, but the other thing is it shows me where all the where the line is of the body, where we're actually gluing to, so I can put the clamps in the right place, and where the braces come in. So there. Well, as well as I can see, it's fairly much down all the way around. So again, as ever, we'll leave that set. Okay, I've taken the clamps off now and taken the body out the mould because it's now all joined up. As you can see, we've got this large lip on that's going to be removed next, and the clamps I've got to take out in the side. So I'm going to get this ready for, I'm going to route around there to take that lip off, so I'm going to get that ready and set up now. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I've got the radius dish out and putting the body on the radius dish. Because of the camber, the radius on it, on the bench it rocks, whereas on here it's stable, so it gives me a little bit of an advantage. So what I'll do here is, because the grain direction is always straight, I want to, in effect, go downhill on the grain. If I go uphill, I'm likely to tear it out. So we'll go from here down to here, from here down to here, similar on the other sides. I hope you follow that. We'll take these bits off first. Okay, unfortunately, somewhere through doing that, the memory card became full, so I've put a different memory card in, but as you can see, I've finished that side now, so we'll do the other side. I've got to reconfigure the switch radius dishes. Okay, we've come to the end of that. There's one little bit of some glue there that's causing me to leave a bump, but I can sort that out later. We'll just do this last side now. So that's it, basically. We've finished that now. Which you can see it's all trimmed down. The next stage will be sanding the sides down to get them square and level, and then we'll be cutting the binding.